The first thing you're gonna want to do is grab yourself about 1/3 of a cup, or around 50 grams of rice. That's just enough for one person. It can be any kind, Basmati, Thai, whatever you like. Next, you're gonna want to rinse the rice to remove any excess starch. This will help prevent the rice from clumping together into a sort of glue that's really unappetizing. So just run it under some cold water until the water runs clear. Next, dump the rice into a pot for boiling and add about double the volume of water. You can also add some flavorings if you like. I like to use some star anise, as well as some cardamom pods. Don't forget to crush these with your nail so that they can release their flavor. Also, I do like to put in some pepper and some salt. Put this on a low heat and add the cover. You can use whatever vegetables you like, but I'm going for carrot, bell pepper and some onion. I'm going to cut the veggies into as thin slices as I can, and I'm also going to slice them at an angle, which is called a bias in cooking. Voila, no seeds. Cut these into thin strips as well. Always cut bell peppers from the inside out, because the outside surface is waxy and your knife could slip, which you don't want. You might end up with fewer fingers than you had when you got started. Just removing the onion's outer peel. And now we're going to expertly cut our onion. Then I'm going to cut the chicken. You don't have to use chicken, you can use beef, duck, shrimp, or really anything you want, but I'm going with just a basic chicken here. This one I'm going to be cutting at a bias to get as much surface area as possible. Add about half a tablespoon of oil. I'm using olive, but you can use any other kind. This is just to kind of saute the curry paste we're going to be adding so that it will start to release its flavors. Next, we're going to be adding our curry paste. Now, how much you add depends on you. If you really don't like it hot, or if you're not sure how much you want to add, I'd advise you to only add half or even a quarter of a teaspoon. Personally, I use about half a tablespoon, and that's about equal to 3 times half a teaspoon. Our oil is now hot enough, so I'm going to be adding the Thai red curry paste. Now, I like this one because it already has several other ingredients added to it, such as lemongrass. And I'm just going to let this saute a bit in the pan. When you can smell the aromas, we're going to add about half a cup of coconut milk. You can put in a little bit more if you want, and then just stir it around to let that paste release all of its beautiful flavor. I'm adding some kaffir lime leaves. You put them in just as you would bay leaves, so that they will release their essential oils. I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of sugar. Normally you'd use palm sugar, but I'm using this very popular in Flanders, cassonade, which is also known as kindersuiker. So adding some fish sauce, about half a tablespoon. You don't want to drop this on your kitchen floor, it will stink up the place. But one tip, just a dash of this works really well with any kind of tomato sauce. Rice is almost done. I'm going to move this on a non-heated cooking plate and let it basically continue to cook itself while it's in the pot, so keep the lid on. I also like to add about half a cup of chicken stock, because I prefer to keep mine a little low in the calories, but you can add more coconut milk instead if you want. Now I'm adding the meat and the veggies. Because the meat and the veggies are sliced thinly, this will cook rather quickly. Always taste your foods before you serve it. Once your meat is cooked through, it's time to serve. Put the curry into a bowl. You can remove the kaffir lime leaves if you want, but you don't have to. As you can see here, this is not a Thai red curry as you would get it from a real Thai, but I believe this is a very nice tasting home-cooked alternative. I like to plate it up like this. Just a beautiful ring of rice. And I'm going in for the official taste. That is absolutely amazing.